Hi students, this is Leon from E4Effort. Today I will introduce you to the E4Effort system in three parts. Part 1 discusses why student effort should be measured and reported. Part 2 talks about how your teacher will use an app to score your in-class effort. And Part 3 introduces you to some parts of the student portal. It helps to know that the E4Effort system is made up of three main parts. Number 1, the teacher dashboard, where the teacher goes to view individual and class data. Number 2, the teacher scoring app, used to score student effort in 4 areas. And number 3, the student portal. Why should student effort be measured and reported? Reasons include it can be measured frequently and immediately. It helps to promote grit and growth mindset. Our thesis, what we believe, is that using the E4Effort system to reinforce student effort will improve student achievement and engagement. Parts of these books support our thesis. In the book Grit, the author found that talent does not predict achievement. Achievement is more accurately linked to a blend of passion and persistence that she calls grit. After 10 years of thinking about the psychology of achievement, she came up with two simple and linked equations. Talent times effort equals skill, and skill times effort equals achievement. For example, a person may put forth a lot of effort to develop their writing skills, and then apply a lot of effort to their writing skills to produce a book. But notice how important effort is. When going from talent to achievement, effort counts twice. The book Mindset tells us that praising students for being smart promotes a fixed mindset. Praising students for their effort promotes a growth mindset. Quoting from the book, we praise some of the students for their ability. They were told, "Wow, you got 8 right? That's a really good score. You must be smart at this." Students from the praise ability group later turned down a more challenging task because they didn't want to risk their label of being smart. We praised other students for their effort. "Wow, you got 8 right? That's a really good score. You must have worked really hard." 90% of students from the praise effort group wanted the challenging new task that they could learn from. Presently, in most classrooms, the primary metric for measuring student performance is grades. We believe that an effort metric is needed and that it should be given similar status to the academic metric by students, parents, teachers, and administrators, such that if you were to ask a student how they are doing in a particular class, they would tell you both their current grade and their OEP, overall effort percentage. Let's look at a small subset of a class to see why it's important to have both metrics. Based on the academic metric alone, which students would you guess are doing their best? Your teacher will pause the video here so that you can discuss with your neighbors which students are trying their best. Actually, you can't really tell by grades who is doing their best because oftentimes students already have skills or knowledge about a topic that gives them a head start with the learning assignments or the tests that are given. So when we bring in the effort metric, we see that as far as in-class performance, students 2, 3, and 5 are doing their best. The effort metric is based on a student's in-class performance. So from this table, we don't know whether or not these students are doing their homework or spending time outside of class studying for quizzes and tests. But the fact that they focus and are able to apply strong effort during class is extremely important for the present and the future. Regarding the future, let's use a graph to take a look at a hypothetical question involving employment, getting a job. Let's put effort on the y-axis with a range of 0 to 10, and knowledge/skill on the x-axis with a range of 0 to 10. Pretend you are a business owner. You need to hire 10 employees. You are able to divide candidates into 2 groups. Group A's work experience shows that they have the skills you are looking for, but the references describe their on-the-job effort level as marginal. Group B lacks the direct work experience that you're looking for, but they do have some skills that are relevant, and references highly praise their effort level. From which group would you hire? Your teacher will pause the video here and give you some time to discuss this question with your neighbors. Okay, well, this is non-scientific and it's based on numerous conversations that I have had with both business owners and employee managers, and the unanimous choice every time, with no hesitation and great certitude, Group B. And many times these managers and business owners have told me that it's easier to train a high-effort employee than to coach up effort in a trained employee. By the time someone is an adult, they have developed habits with regard to effort that are hard to change. If you consider yourself a low-effort student, start training yourself towards high effort now. The E4Effort system can help by giving you and your teacher frequent opportunities to assess your effort. Part 2. How is student effort scored? Your teacher will periodically use a phone or tablet to score your effort using the E4Effort scoring app. Students, your overall effort percentage is a weighted average of 4 effort categories that we will look at now: ready, participation, on task, and behavior. The ready category. You get credit for arriving on time with your supplies and for quietly paying attention when your teacher begins class. The scoring choices your teacher has are ready, 10 out of 10, mostly ready, 8 out of 10, not ready, 5 out of 10, tardy excused, tardy, 0 out of 10, and absent. When your teacher starts class, he or she will most likely start by recording absent students, and if anyone is missing supplies or out of their seat. Your teacher may wait until any initial short assignment is done, sometimes called bell work, and then use the Score All Students button to give students who have not yet been scored a ready score of 10 out of 10. If a student marked absent shows up late, the teacher will change the absent score to either tardy or tardy excused. Next up is the participation category. Students, you will get credit for demonstrating that you were paying attention when selected to answer a question, give an opinion, read aloud, etc. If you are selected by the app to participate and you don't know the answer to a question, you can still get a high score if you prove you were paying attention by repeating the question. For example, I don't remember the third reactant for photosynthesis will receive a high effort score. This change towards having all students participate and scoring their participation may make some students a bit anxious at first. But you should know when you make a mistake, you are helping others to learn and helping your teacher to know what you and others understand. But if you feel overly anxious and would like to be held out of the random selection process for a while, talk with your teacher. When students came to me about this, they often agreed to be called on for short answer questions, but to be skipped for longer answer questions, or when students were being selected to read short passages. The scores you may earn in participation are attentive, 10 out of 10, mostly attentive, 8 out of 10, inattentive or distracting, 5 out of 10, and your teacher may have a total of 9 scoring options by pressing this button. Next is the on task category. Students get credit for staying focused when doing learning tasks, activities, or assignments. Your teacher will tell you what is expected in order to earn a high on task score, and then your teacher will likely wait and watch to see if you start right away, and then move around the room checking your work and level of focus. Near the end of the learning task, your teacher will enter the effort score that you earned. Depending on the time needed to complete the learning task, your teacher may raise or lower the maximum points possible. Here the maximum points possible are changed from 10 to 30. Scoring options for the on task category are on task, mostly on task, minimally on task, and more scoring options. Scoring by your teacher will likely follow this pattern. First, give absent students an absent score. During the learning activity, give a reduced score to students who did not start right away or have been off task. Let these students know that their score may be raised up to 10 or 20%, but not full credit, if they put forth proper effort to the end of the activity. At the end of the learning activity, raise or lower the scores of students who were previously marked as off task. And then, use the Score All Students button to give full credit to all other students. The final effort category is behavior. Students get credit for following classroom rules and expectations. Your teacher may use a behavior subcategory when scoring certain types of behavior. Here you see that the general behavior designation has been changed to the behavior subcategory of physically appropriate. The scoring options are excellent, good, and needs improvement. And there's also a button for more scoring options. By pressing on the Add Comment button, your teacher may send a behavior comment from the scoring app to your student portal. Your parent or guardian would also receive an email notification. Your teacher will likely change points possible to reflect the number of class periods being scored, 10 points per class period, so 5 class periods equals 50 points. The recognition category is used to give recognition to students for strong effort in both behavior and learning. Normally teachers announce between 2 and 4 effort award winners at the end of each class. Sometimes teachers are busy at the end of class and will therefore announce the award winners at the beginning of the next class or announce double the normal amount at the end of the next class. Some schools have a reward system in which students earn certificates. Effort awards could be combined with the school system such that students earning an effort award would also receive the school's reward certificate. When a student is selected as an Effort Award winner, an Effort Award badge is sent to their student portal. Students are listed in a random order. When a student's name appears, the teacher may give them an award, skip them, or select no medal. The teacher will base their decision on the average of the student's last 3 scores shown here and on how well the student followed classroom behavior expectations during that day's class. Only gold, silver, or bronze Effort Award winners are announced. Say who the Effort Award winners are, but do not announce the color of the award. The student may go to their student portal to find out if they earned a gold, silver, or bronze award. Notice that the Effort Award badges come with points called effort shares. Gold is worth 10 effort shares, silver is 8, and bronze is 6. There is a graph in your student portal that keeps track of your effort share earnings. Students often want to know, what can effort shares be used for? Here are a few options. Number 1, bonus points having no real value. Number 2, convert them to extra credit points. For example, 5 effort shares equals 1 extra credit point. Number 3, classroom currency used to purchase mainly privileges. This option requires some extra work by your teacher, so I won't go into it here. If your teacher decides on option 3, it is discussed in the next video, which is about the student portal. You can also challenge and reward a class based on the daily class average of all student effort scores and the overall class behavior. The teacher goes to the Effort app menu from within the recognition category and switches from student to classroom recognition. The class would have a reward set. We often did this for the 2 weeks before a school break. For example, watching an entertaining educational video instead of other work. The teacher creates the reward offering from the teacher dashboard. Near the end of class or at any time from the teacher dashboard, the teacher would look at the average of all student effort scores that were scored during that class, shown here, consider how well the class behaved, and decide which level, if any, the class reached during that class period. Bronze is worth 50 classroom shares, silver 75, gold 100, and platinum 125. The thermometer in each student's portal shows the progress toward the goal. Part 3, an introduction to the student portal. The student portal has 8 tabs to view student effort data. In this video we will look at just the first 3 tabs of Jeffrey's student portal. The other tabs will be explained during the next video. The first tab shows the overview page. If other teachers are using E4Effort in your school, or if you have the same teacher for more than one course, you can change to other courses from this window. These boxes show how Jeffrey is doing in the 4 effort categories. Here is Jeffrey's overall effort percentage, which is a weighted average of the 4 effort categories. Effort challenges will be explained shortly, but I want to mention that Jeffrey has not missed 12 of 36 challenges. When the term started, Jeffrey was at 0 of 36 challenges. If he meets all of his challenges, he will be at 36 of 36 at the end of the term. The next box shows how many effort shares Jeffrey has earned during the current term. And the final box shows how many classroom shares Jeffrey's class has earned. At the bottom of the overview page, Jeffrey can view a graph of all his scores. From this graph, a student may see how their effort is trending. The next tab is the attendance tab. The attendance page will show your current ready percentage and the count for how many times you were on time, absent, tardy, and tardy with an excuse. The counts for absent, tardy, and tardy excuse may not match your actual school record because your teacher is not required to score the ready category every day. The final tab we will look at for this video is Achievements. This is where you go to view your achievement badges. There are 2 types of badges. Achievement badges that are earned in each of the 4 effort categories by completing effort challenges, and effort award badges that are earned through the recognition category of the Effort app. With both badges you earn points that we call effort shares. Effort award badges are worth either 6, 8, or 10 effort shares depending on whether you receive a bronze, silver, or gold badge. All achievement badges are worth 2 effort shares. How are achievement badges and shares earned? The software code divides the term into 5-day segments, excluding weekends, and then sets up progressively higher effort challenge milestones. Here's a simple example from the Ready category for a 4-week term. After the first set of 5 days in which the Effort app was used in any category, the software asks, is this student's 5-day average in Ready at or above 82%? If yes, send an achievement badge to the student's achievement page and increase their effort share total by 2. The software continues in this fashion all the way to the end of the term, when the milestone will be much harder to reach. A 98% 5-day average is required to achieve a platinum badge. Effort challenges are checked simultaneously in all 4 effort categories. The remaining student portal pages will be described in the next video screencast titled Accessing and Navigating the Student Portal, which you can find by going to E4Effort.com, then the Teachers tab. Then, under Getting Started, the video screencast title Accessing and Navigating the Student Portal. Thanks for watching and listening.